because we're gonna boost in the algorithm. Why is it? Oh, it didn't update the. That's weird. It says upcoming. Oh, here we go. Live. I created 2 other lives. Amazing. All right, I'm gonna transfer y'all pimpers. Y'all ready? I'm gonna transfer y'all. Here we go, man. We're gonna blow up the algorithm. Y'all ready? Let's go. All right, all right. So we're looking smooth. We're looking good. I was about to stream this shit in 4K in vertical mode. Let's see how many people join. Let me switch the accounts. So we're gonna talk a little bit about Diddy, man. Diddy, do it. Diddy, 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 Bo Biddy, no fitty bitty. Yeah, let me delete these other lives. All right, delete the live streams. All right, how we looking? Good. You guys can hear me. The Diddler. How many people made it over? We got 200. Are we getting any more? We're live. We're live. We're here. We're here, and we're queer. Ironically, YouTube is the only place that I can stream from. It seems like. Okay, we got 462 now. Okay, guys, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed here. Literally, P Diddy, P-E-E-E Diddy, D-D Diddy. There's a new article that came out, and it says Justin Bieber, not a victim, not a victim. Breaking news. A lot of people have suspected he's a victim. A lot of people have watched this video here. Where's this video at? Right here on Justin Bieber's channel. Oh, hold on, let me put it on the speaker for you guys. Hopefully it sounds clear. Well, I can hear it, but it's not like HD.
Yeah, so as soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time. This will be yours. So every time you come in LA, it's a little dusty, but you know, put the first shot in.
Man.
Y'all seen this, right?
Okay.
Okay?
Alright, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, you come out, you gotta, you know, wear your seat.
I mean, I'm 15, you can ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Now that, man.
So they're saying this was a skit.
Alright, 16.
Not ready. Slow down. Let's slow down, Josh.
Okay.
Let's slow down. Okay?
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours. When you.
Is that hand sanitizer or oil on the desk? Oh no, man. This is my stash of baby oil. No, this is scope. Maddie brought it in here. I don't know why. But I do have Vaseline, though. Vaseline on the healing cocoa butter jelly. Dermatologist tested. I could glisten for y'all if y'all want. Glisten myself.
You know, when you get 16, you're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Alright.
Then, when you get 18, you get the house.
Okay.
The mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion? So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean,
Where you
where
want to go?
Where we go?
So check this out, yo. Justin, he's in, you know, seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy.
48 hours. He looks really young here, Bieber. No, we ain't hanging up. But I guess maybe this could have boosted his career or whatever. But
they're having the times of their lives, like
having the times of their lives.
You know, where we hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose. But it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album.
See the whole thing too. Why did he have legal guardianship of Usher? That was another weird thing that a lot of people have talked about. It was kind of sus. What you was doing with Usher, you know. If you guys could hit the like button too, I'm kind of curious if we could tap into the shorts algorithm, right? This is considered a shorts live. Can we tap into the algorithm? But I appreciate you guys coming.
I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So, and we gonna go full crazy.
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 I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go get some girls.
A man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about, kid.
All right. So they're saying, okay, Justin Bieber is not a Diddy victim. There's been a social media swirl over Justin Bieber's relationship with Diddy when Justin was 15, but multiple sources in Justin's life say nothing untoward happened between them. What the fuck does that mean? Untoward. What kind of weird verbiage is that? Nothing untoward happened between them. Sounds sus to me already. Our sources, some of whom were and some of who are, it's like a Jack in the Box, Dr. Seuss, right at the center of Justin's life, tell TMZ, Diddy never sexually or otherwise abused Bieber.
This is the type of indictment you would expect from some his reputation.
Whoa, that's such a creepy picture. That one right there. Damn, bro, how did they get that? It's Photoshop or something? That's just, imagine seeing this dude.
Now streaming on Tubi.
The Diddy indictment.
What's going on with you guys? Are you working together?
I'm not. I mean, I think that we become friends in a strange way, you know? Yeah. It's like, exactly.
I'm big.
Sarah, how you doing? What kind of poll you want? Let me know. That says sources not from Justin. What kind of poll? Is people have been saying that TMZ is Team Diddy.
I mean, to a lot of us, he's like a little brother. You know what I'm saying? He's not afraid to call and ask for advice. He's somebody that, in the industry-wise, the record industry is a strong family, and he's somebody that, you know, we definitely have our arms around, and we want to protect him because he's such genuinely a nice person besides his talent. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the greatest kids that you could ever know.
Justin, you?
Oh, thank you, Layla. Oh, why his hands all, his wrist bent like that and shit? Diddy. Yeah, what kind of handshake is that too? You know, weirdest handshake. I mean, I know he's a kid, but Diddy's shaking his hand, kind of like grabbing and slowly caressing. Hey, I'm just reading into it.
You know, Diddy bought his son a Bentley. Maybe, you know, he could buy you one also when you're
Got me a Lamborghini.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last
He had
time.
the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on.
What? How can you even say that on TV, bro? If let's just say I had a little bro or something like that, I was looking after like as a it doesn't even sound right saying, but just like, you know, just role model, like a fatherly figure or something like that. I would not be saying know what I feel the need to say, but now I wouldn't be saying like, oh, yo, just, you know, don't mention what's going around, what's happening with us privately or in partying or whatever. Just don't mention, you know, I don't know. That's just weird. Anyway, it says, as you know, Justin and Diddy both appeared on Jimmy Kimmel. Back in 2011, they stirred the pot. Justin knows better than to be talking about things that he does with Big Brother Puff. We watched this video already. Back in 2009, Justin and Diddy were outside a house standing by a car when Diddy said, as soon as you turn 16, I'm going to let you rock this car. Diddy also said that they can't disclose where they were hanging out or what they were doing and say it's a 15-year-old's dream. And Bieber's been looking kind of crazy lately. He's been looking like he's on drugs and shit. I mean, maybe he's just living his life, having fun. They also say that Bieber posted like this. Let me see if I can find it. They said he posted. He posted a secret message. Oh, by the way, this is crazy too. Did you guys hear about this? Justin Bieber reportedly had to sell his music catalog for $200 million because he's completely broke, despite making nearly $1 billion throughout his career. Completely broke? How? How now, Brown Cow? Do a poll. Do you believe Justin? Okay, let's do that. Do you believe Justin is a Diddy victim? Okay, let's do the poll. Let's just see. Okay, I can do it right on my phone. Do you believe Justin is a Diddy victim? Because today too with the trial, they went out of their way to make sure to dispel the drugs in the baby oil. That was a big point of them. I guess they wanted to dispel. Yeah, but how's he broke? This guy, Justin Bieber, broke. That's crazy. Justin Bieber made somewhere between 500 million and 1 billion as the biggest pop star, but he blew it all. What the heck, right? And ended up being in such a dire financial situation, he had to sell his music catalog for 200 million. That's really sad to have to sell, because he's worked really hard. He's really talented, and he has some really good music, So if he went through between 500, he made 500 million and 1 billion. He went through all that. That 200 million, if he's having some problems, he's going to go blow right through that too. They blocked his merchandise? Really? Why did they block his merchandise? If he's struggling with some type of problem and the money's leaking out, that 200 is gonna go like nothing. This is generational shit. We're gonna talk about that money too. Here's the video. So here's the video that he posted this, and they're saying, I generally feel sorry for Justin Bieber. He posted a video of eating a pizza. Some people think maybe Pizzagate, just the day Diddy's trial started. With the same type of camera, Diddy would record all the freak parties too, then blackmail attendees at Hollywood. So he posted this kind of video. People think it's subliminal. He's eating a pizza, and it looks like you see how it's like recording thing? High red. Now, I don't know. Is he sending a subliminal message, or is he just high as fuck and he just posted a clip? I don't know, right? So I've seen a couple of his video clips too where he looks like, honestly, he looks like he's drugged out. I don't know if they have it here. Justin Bieber. Let me see, rapping. We're going to get to some of the other Diddy stuff too, but there was a clip. Oh my God, maybe I should watch out what I'm scrolling here, because these people... Oh, here's one of them.
Justin Bieber's recent video is raising concerns just days after his rep slammed drug use rumors. The singer takes to Instagram February 25th to post a new video where he raps about flying high, a move that has fans concerned.
Oh.
The video comes shortly after his rep fired back at claims he's been using hard drugs, telling TMZ
there you go. She says he's been using hard drugs.
February 23rd that it's absolutely not true. Instead, his team notes it's been a very transformative year for Justin as he ended several close friendships and business.
And those are all the telltale signs. Ended several close friend relationships and business partners that no longer serve him.
Relationships that no longer served him. And as the Grammy winner's 31st birthday,
look at this picture too, bro. This picture was going viral. Oh my God! Everybody's like, "What happened? What happened over here? Is he on drugs?" My gosh! Island Thrift, thank you for the 5, and I appreciate you being a member. Island Thrift says Candace Owen, Brett Cooper covering him. Really? His business manager is screwing him. Okay, well, maybe there's stuff I don't know that's going on. Especially when you got money, people are going to take advantage of you. They're going to ride you out. You don't even have to have wealth like him. If anybody just gets a sniff, if you have any kind of little money, they'll rallying up and corralling around you. I feel bad for him, though, man. I hope that if he does, because he's young, right? How old is Justin Bieber? Justin Bieber, is he in his 20s? Justin Bieber... age. Oh, he's 31. Okay, he's 31 years old. He has plenty of time he can fix his life, but of course, if you overdose, you go out quick. But that 200 million, honestly, man, his catalog is probably worth more than 200 million. I wonder if he took like a low ball, right? I don't know. He has some classics, some really good music. They're always going to be relevant. It's evergreen content. He sold it for 200 million. I hope he surrounds himself with some people, man, that actually will care about him or something. So that's the Justin Bieber debacle. Now we're going to talk about a little bit today, the trial. I've been doing, the recaps, 1 hour recaps mostly. Two parts in the day. So part one and part two. One in like early afternoon and one like at 3 or 4. But anyway, today was interesting, and today was day 4. Lunch update, Cassie cross examination. Let me see if she did another update too, because they should do one after. Oh, there we go. Afternoon cross. She did a lunch and an afternoon. Let's see some of both of it, because the interesting thing about the people that are inside reporting on what happened is that they're also giving pieces of the puzzle, because one of the reporters said that they're kind of restricted from posting certain things because it's very graphic and sexual, and so they can't even really post some of the stuff. So some of these independent people are actually posting and sharing more graphic stuff.
Cassie on the stand, her first day of cross-examination, and I don't want to say it's super intense, because Diddy's lawyer, Anna Estevea, she's doing an amazing job.
So isn't that so interesting? Because this lady says that Anna's doing an amazing job. But if you watch Tisa Tells, which Tisa Tells is another person, independent YouTuber, reporter. I don't know if she considers herself a reporter. But she's saying that the defense is doing horrible. She says that they're fumbling, they're all over the place, they don't know what they're doing. She's actually laughing out.
He said, "You're doing a great job, and people need to be patient. The prosecution is establishing the motives right now."
When I play this video, when I play this lady, I don't know, they don't like when I play her video, because she talks really fast. She has ADD. She's all over the place. She seems really nice. She does seem really nice, and I understand being all over the place, because I'm honestly like that, and I don't take any medication. I don't want to. She's probably like 5 times more all over than I am. But she has a different contrast and opinion compared to this lady. So this lady thinks the defense is doing good.
Being very gentle. I mean, Cassie and her have exchanged a few laughs while she was on the stand, which I thought was pretty incredible. And additionally,
Antonio,
a lot of explicit graphic text that we're seeing from Cassie to Diddy and vice versa. And Estevea is saying, look, if you don't want to read these, you don't have to, which I thought was really nice. Also, when Cassie answers, and it's kind of a yes or no question, Estevea isn't like, it's yes or no. She's being very, very calm and very kind. Now, what we saw, like right off the bat here, was a conversation via BlackBerry between Diddy and Cassie about 2.5 years into their relationship. And remember, at this point, Cassie testified during direct that he had abused her. She didn't want to do freak offs, all this stuff. And she actually said that he said, I miss you already. When do you want to FO? That was Diddy. And she said, I'm always ready to FO. And again,
yeah, freak off.
And this was August of 2009, about 2 years into their relationship. They talked about when it would be best for them. And then they talked about getting an escort involved. And then we see a text message that says, I can't wait to stare at your BBD. You guys know what I'm talking about. And again, lawyer did not.
What's BBD? I can't wait to stare at your BBD. What's that? Let me follow this little girl. I am following her. I need to turn on notifications. What's BBD? I can't. Big black. Okay, big bad D. Okay, gotcha.
I'll make her say it out loud. There's a lot of explicit text messages. And look, I think some of the takeaways here at what the defense is
bigger, better deal.
What they're eliciting out of Cassie.
Darling.
Again, the email saying she loves him after these FOs. And don't get mad at me. Don't tell me, I understand how trauma works, but I'm just relaying all this to you guys.
Excuse me?
So Cassie testified that she had to do freak offs during her period. And
wow.
We were shown an email where Diddy, for FO planning purposes, asks her when she's getting her period. And she says she's skipping it that month. Additionally, she testified that she didn't want to be a swinger because she didn't.
Now that's crazy. The period thing during freak offs, because people do have sex. You know, women do have sex when they're on their period. You know, depending. Some women will, some women don't. Some guys will, some guys won't. And they say sometimes women are actually more turned on when they're having menstrualing and stuff like that. But to do that in a setting of, you know, freak off, random people, you know, and they said that they weren't using protection support. Most of the time there was no protection. So to have these escorts and all this kind of stuff and period, and because they were saying there's blood and urine on the walls and stuff. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Want to see him with another woman. Well, we see an exchange where she says she has a fantasy about seeing him with another woman. And I'm paraphrasing here. She also says at one point that, quote, she'd travel anywhere to be with him. And this is while they are discussing an FO in this one message, this BlackBerry message. Another big thing here is the drug talk and the opioid talk. So Cassie testified that Diddy told her he was addicted to opioids. And the defense is basically saying, well, did you see him try to get off these opioids or come down from them? And she said, yeah. And then they said, well, you know, that makes one volatile, angry. And again, I'm paraphrasing, but basically what they were alluding to is that Diddy's violent behavior and aggressive behavior and all of his mood swings that he talked about were because he was coming down from opioids. Let me make sure
Okay. That makes. I had a feeling that's where they were trying to go with that. I guess that he's coming down. That they were both addicted to drugs, and he would have these mood swings when he was coming off of the drugs or whatever.
I feel like I have so many notes from today. Again, a lot of graphic messages, mainly about Cassie saying how much she liked it after it happened. It was so good, and she's talking about FOs. Oh, something really big that they're trying to prove here. Cassie felt like she didn't have the words to relate to Diddy because she was so young that she didn't want to do this and yada yada.
Well, that's true too. Who said that? Some Water Bottles Blue says, how is not HIV positive? She has to have HPV. Yeah, a lot of people get HPV, and I don't know how to put myself on the where's Mel can't see him. There might be a way to split the screen, but I'm not sure. I was gonna use Streamlabs on the mobile phone. That would have been able to. I would have been able to split the screen, but I don't know. I might have to play around with that sometime. I'm afraid to touch buttons. But the HPV thing too. You know, men can carry that. I don't think men are really affected. I don't know. HPV. I know it can be transferred though from men to women, and men might not even have any kind of symptoms. HPV. Men to women. There's all kinds of stuff. Men can transmit HPV to women through skin-to-skin contact, including during vaginal, anal, or oral. Even if the man has no visible symptoms, he can still transmit it. HPV is a common sexually transmitted infection, and most people who are sexually active will be infected with HPV at some point in their lives. But I guess for a woman, it can get dangerous, right? If it's untreated, it can lead to like cancer or something too? I thought HPV, woman, untreated. It can lead to cancer. Yeah, if you're untreated, it can lead to cancer.
Referring to the FOs, well, we've seen a lot of messages from Cassie to Diddy that are paragraphs, let's say, explaining certain things to him, really seeming to wear her heart on her sleeve. At one point, she said, look, I'm unsure about the FOs because I feel like, you know, before when we were doing them, and this is a few years into their relationship, she said, you know, before we were doing them, I could spend time with you after. Now we're doing them and you're leaving right away for work, and I'm not getting that time with you. So the defense is kind of like, well, it looks like she's able to communicate this stuff, and is it fair to say that this is the reason that you didn't want to do freak offs? Not everything that you testified yesterday. Again, don't get mad at me. I'm just explaining.
Oh, really? Damn, Chaos, I'm sorry.
Strategy seems to be and what they're going for. Oh, they also went into the fact that, look, you testified that it would take you days to come down from these FOs, and you would waste so much time of your life trying to recover. Diddy was doing the same thing. He was coming down from these too. Is it fair to say that he was still running a business, running the world, running his own life, running Bad Boy Records and traveling here and there, basically saying, well, he was fine. He didn't have to recover for days. That's your problem. Again, just some observations. Cassie doing a great job holding it together. So calm, so poised.
That is one consensus that I heard, that she was keeping it together.
Well. And Anna Estevea, really great. I mean, a lot of defense attorneys can badger these witnesses and really come across unlikable to the jury. But like I said, they're sharing laughs. They, she's not too aggressive. She's getting her point across without being a jerk. So I will give you guys more later.
Okay, that's interesting. So I'm going to have to follow up with this chick tomorrow for the updates. She posted this at 1 today, the lunch. And then she did another one, an afternoon one. I guess after they got out. What time was this? 5:44. Okay, she posted a little bit late. I won't be on that late. But I do like her updates. Cassie afternoon cross continued. Diddy OD'd in 2012. Michael B. Jordan. Let's listen to a little bit of this too.
Afternoon cross-examination. I'll just give you some highlights here. Not every.
Yeah, she's very to the point. That's what I like about it. And I struggle with that myself, even with live streams, because sometimes I'm thinking about the replay. I'm very sometimes in the moment, but I'm not thinking of like all the people that after the live stream ends, they're gonna listen to this, and it's gonna be me all over the place talking with people, whatever. Instead of like this, boom, 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 back to back to back.
We saw the defense elicit testimony from Cassie where she admitted to being jealous of Kim Porter and Diddy's relationship. We saw an email from Cassie to Diddy where she basically said, and I'm paraphrasing, she wants to be more than a sexual fantasy to him, and she started this email off by saying, I know you think that you're Bruce Willis, but you're not, because he was on a vacation with Kim Porter and they weren't together at the time. They were with their kids. She was referencing Demi and Bruce. So we saw that. We saw some jealousy. We saw some jealousy also with Gina Hun. And they didn't say her last name. I just know she's a fitness influencer, I think. And there's also been rumor that Gina is the lost victim or survivor that they haven't been able to get in touch with.
Yeah, that came up a lot too. That had come up today. The lost survivor, or the lost witness that was supposed to testify. I don't know what's up with that. Where's she at? What's good?
Don't quote me on that. It's a rumor. It's not fact. We also saw something really interesting. We saw an exchange between Diddy and Cassie where he asks her, they're role playing during these freak-offs, and I'm paraphrasing, but he essentially asks her if she's cool with everything, kind of making sure, like, are you comfortable with everything? Kind of like, tell me now if you're not, and she says she is. We also learned about Cassie's relationship with Michael B. Jordan in 2015 when she was in South Africa filming a movie. And they centered a lot of the afternoon around Cassie's drug use and how she hid a lot of her drug use from Diddy, so he wasn't aware of a lot of it. The defense would say, well, he was angry with you for doing so many drugs, and he was angry when you would do them with your friends. And then Cassie kind of shot back and she's like, no, he was angry because I did the drugs without him. And Cassie, by the way, she amazes me. I mean, she's 8.5 months pregnant. We've seen so many graphic text messages from her, so embarrassing and humiliating for the world to see. And she's just so calm, so poised, so collected. And again, it helps that the defense attorney is not badgering her. Nicole Estevea is not badgering her. Super patient. She lets Cassie kind of explain. And I mentioned that earlier. There were three things. I think two things.
And by the way, with the poll, 91% say out of 400 votes that yes, they do believe Justin is a victim. Yeah, it's got to be hard to even talk about, he looks like he's been through some crazy shit.
Maybe could be considered impeachment. Sorry, I can't talk. One was the fact that Cassie had testified that she saw Diddy hit her friend on the head with a wooden hanger, her friend Carrie Morgan. Well, it turns out Cassie was in the bathroom for this, she testified, and she didn't see it, but she heard it. And additionally, this ended Cassie and Carrie's friendship, and Carrie sued Diddy and Cassie actually
That's crazy. She had to pay.
paid her out in the settlement,
that was
taking
crazy.
some kind of culpability. And the defense was like, well, this is 2018. I thought you and Diddy weren't together. Why would this end your friendship if you guys weren't together? And he did this, and then she sued both of you. So that was interesting. And then the whole balcony dangling thing, sorry, it's loud, with her friend Vanna. Cassie said she saw this, and she was sleeping, and she woke up. She testified during direct. Well, the defense pulled up a text message that Cassie sent to Christina Coram, Diddy's chief of staff, after this happened, and the text message said, and we didn't see it. This was not shown to us, and I think this was part of the argument about the discovery this morning, because a lot of people's names are mentioned, whatever. So we didn't see it, but it allegedly said, I just heard something crazy happened, meaning like she may not have seen it. Cassie said, I saw what I saw. She stuck with it, but it wasn't the best look, in my opinion. And then they pulled up a transcript from when she had told the government about the incident with the security guard D-Rock and Diddy going to see Suge Knight packing up all those guns. Right. And they're like, Ms. Ventura, did you or did you not say that you were in the car crying when they were when they were going to see Suge? Did you not tell the government that? And she's like, what? I don't think I said that. Like, I'm not sure. She read a transcript that we couldn't see, and she goes, oh, maybe there was a miscommunication. So I was like, oh, that's not great. But, whatever, fine. Again, we also heard about Diddy having an overdose in 2012, an opioid overdose after going to a party at the Playboy Mansion. And Cassie talked a lot about how they, just to make sure I didn't, again, really broad overview here, but yeah, they're setting the stage here, the foundation, I guess, the defense as well, just to say that, Cassie was jealous, she was in love with him, and she wanted to make him happy. We heard that a lot, and again, really hammered away at her drug use. Let me see. Sorry, they're trying to say that Diddy was going through withdrawals through a lot of his violent episodes, and so we see some text messages towards the end of the day, 2 days before the Intercontinental Hotel incident, where Diddy is sick. And they're trying to say that, he's going through these withdrawal symptoms, leading up to the fact that's why he was so angry at the hotel and blah, 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 and that's why he beat you.
So they're trying to go the drug route. And he was flipping out, and he had OD'd and all this stuff. Okay.
That's not really an excuse, but
right, exactly. No, exactly. It's not.
This is what's going on. Again, overall, from an outside perspective, the defense is doing their job.
Okay, cool. That was a really good recap. I have some other stuff to show you guys too, related, but really good recap, because I wanted to know what's the angle that the defense is going with. Like, what are they doing? And let me see what you guys are saying. Withdrawals, right? You have to stop using true. That's that same. People used to say that you can't get hungover if you keep drinking. Justin just got ripped off all of his music. I know. What he made off the sales don't even get him out of debt. That's crazy. Justin's latest real battle. Yeah, I really hope that he gets some kind of help. Chaos, thank you for the 18 months. Alan Thrifts and Layla, thank you so much again for gifting 5 memberships. Now, there's people that are giving some kind of commentary. There is some commentary. Now, Tariq Nasheed, he posted that looking at the Diddy case text and evidence so far, this isn't trafficking. It's 2 grown, freaky adults in a toxic relationship. Cassie was sexting, initiating, and seemed fully complicit, but the feds are reinterpreting the law to stretch it into a RICO case. This is, I'm white and I say so, justice. Don't co-sign racial double standards. So this guy's a huge race person. Everything is always about race and like the white supremacy. Just context if you don't know who this is. Mel, you missed my comment this morning about your hair. It looks good for. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Chaos. Yeah, fresh cut today. I've been multitasking so much I've been missing comments, but thank you. And then there was another person too, Short Terrain, not verified by the way, but it says believe it's a Star Report. It's an account, the Star Report, Short Terrain. But he said Cassie testifying confirms that two God-fearing junkies in a tumultuous relationship. Did I miss the part about sex trafficking? Now, again, it's still early. It is still early in the case. You know what I'm saying? It's the very, very beginning. But some people are saying this too, though. Some people are saying that, you know, it's two people messed up relationship. But there's a lot of people that have come forward on Diddy. I don't know if it's money, people want notoriety, or people getting drugged. That video was really horrible, what he did to her in the hotel room. The other thing too, I think when people start, I think when people are in a toxic situation, they start becoming toxic themselves. You know, but I think Cassie probably was in the allure of being around Diddy. And you know what's really interesting? That I think they brought this out today. I forgot who it was. Cassie was cheating on Diddy with some other guy that was 10 years older than her. Diddy was almost 20. The other guy was like 10 years old. I forgot the guy's name. And Diddy was cheating too, or whatever, I guess. But she was already dating this guy, and she lied to this guy that she was going to Miami for some event. They made a fake flyer. And she go, well, I guess maybe she didn't go, but she was cheating on this guy with Diddy, you know. And so I don't know. It was two people that were just taking drugs, having sex, doing these weird, crazy events, and she wanted more, and she wanted more of a relationship with him, and she was jealous of Kim Porter. This other part too, this came out. When you look through the comments, most men think that Cassie getting a 10 million settlement from Diddy was too much. Most men think 20 million was too little. Keep in mind, 20 million is multi-generational wealth. Except when it comes to, I guess, Justin Bieber. You can blow it. It's so crazy how you can just blow through that money. Diddy blew up. That's true. Diddy blew up Kid Cudi's car, super villain shit. That's crazy. He blew up, allegedly blew up Kid Cudi's car, and then there was that security guard too that said he like was in fear for his life. The guy that worked for security for Diddy, like he feels like this guy's connected, and he's trying to take him out a couple of times. This is some of the text messages too. I miss you already. Me too. When do you want to freak off? LOL. I'm just going up to change. I'm always ready to freak off. LOL. You tell me the day you choose. It can be whenever. Name the night. Name the night. I feel like the weekend, a Friday night would be best, so we'd want time to recover for the work week. This upcoming weekend is the only one I have until the 28th. Okay, I'm on it. LOL, but if you can't, we can always do it during the week. You know that doesn't matter to me. Friday it is. I wish we could get Jules here. LOL, maybe we could. We don't know him that well. Want to call him and feel him out. This is like that swinger life too. It really is kind of that swinger life. Yo, I don't know if you still watch it. What was that? There was a documentary that I watched. I forgot who. I don't know if my mother brought it up. There was some documentary. Damn, I wish I remember the name of it. Where this guy, there was this like young guy. He worked in like hotels and stuff like that. And he had met like this rich couple. I forgot how it came to be. And one day, like the woman's like, she was hitting on him. They exchanged phone numbers, and you know the guy wanted him to, like, the chick wanted him to come by and have sex while the guy watched. So he was like freaked out or whatever. But they were giving him all this money, and the guy was like in the corner, like taking care of himself, watching or whatever. Anyway, the chick ends up getting like real legit feelings for him. But she's still married, and the guy doesn't really care. The husband doesn't care. He's just whatever. And so it comes to the point where the chick is getting kind of crazy, calling him all the time. I don't remember the name. It's a true story. And eventually he wants out. and he tried to sue them. He was saying he's a victim. But I watched the documentary. I was like, how the fuck? How is this guy a victim? Because he made so much money. They gave him so many opportunities. I think they destroyed him though, or they tried to destroy his career. I wish I remember that story. It was so crazy because these people were like part of a church too, some type of church, and they were even Trump. They were like around Trump and stuff. The pool guy, charisma, yes, yes. I don't remember the damn story. I watched the whole documentary on it. And he came out. That guy made millions, had all these opportunities. He's like, he's a victim. I'm like, how are you a victim, bro? I mean, he was enjoying it, but I guess I forgot what happened. What twisted up with that story? They kind of just tossed him to the side. You know, how to remove chat off the screen? I'm not sure, honestly. Which with the vertical thing like this, I don't know if you can. That's a good question, actually. I'm not sure. And then there was this. Let me see. Oh, by the way, so let's start a new poll real quick. Let's end that poll. Majority believe he was a victim. Justin. Next poll, let me just ask you guys this. I mean, I could say, should Diddy take the stand or will? Okay. Will. It's kind of a loaded question, really. I don't even know how to phrase it. Will Diddy take the stand? The thing is, will he and should he is what I'm thinking. It's two different questions, though. Will he take the stand? Christopher said it's too early to make the decision. If he takes the stand, he'll be one of the last witnesses presented. True. I think with Alex Murdaugh taking the stand destroyed him. That mess, yo. They caught him in lies and all kinds of shit. Yo, Alex Murdaugh, he caught. Oh, that was bad. He probably will want to, but his lawyers won't want him to. Yeah, because I think that ego and that confidence and whatever. Maybe he wants to get up on there. Maybe he thinks he could pull off a Johnny Depp. I feel like Johnny Depp's the only person I've seen take the stand and like it worked in their favor. You know, he'd be crazier than you to take the stand. They would be grilling him. He would get grilled. And then there was this part too. This is the guy. There was a really good interview. I didn't watch the whole thing. We played it a little bit on the main channel. Piers Morgan, he interviewed this guy named Big Homie C, which I think Big Homie C was like, I think he worked security. Big Homie C. And he mentions here, let's take a look at this.
That's when somebody can't get in touch. This is how it goes. It's that's the apocalypse right now, man. We got to do something about this. Is there any doubt that he was bisexual? That seems to be clear from a lot of the evidence that's come out. Yeah. All of these guys are when it comes.
And when he says all these guys are, I think he's talking about like these Hollywood people and whatever. Everybody's messing around. Everybody's on drugs. Everybody's, you know.
To that, like, I've very rarely seen any straight dudes in this industry, man. That's why I pivoted my business. Like, it's like, you know, I don't want to be the only straight man at the party. So, you know, I gotta change it up. All of these dudes are, man. All of them are.
Damn, yo. He said all of them.
All bisexual weirdos. Right, you're painting a picture of these freak shots as being consensual largely, although the issue of the phones is obviously significant and will be tested, I'm sure, in court. But you're also suggesting that it was everyone sort of sharing partners, but isn't the key part of the Diddy case predicated on the fact that he may have been trafficking, in other words, bringing in a lot of sex workers to take part in these as well? And that he, for example, with Hansi Ventura, was, you know, they were having, you know, male sex workers, female sex workers, and so on. In other words, it may have been consensual, but it also involved people who were not, you know, with each other, actual sex workers joining in. Yeah. So, you know, whenever you see the little guys, the white dudes come in with the spiky hair, looking like vampires.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you know, the sex workers is a rider. And at the end of the day, the sex workers are the rider. And at the end of the day, the sex workers are the rider. And at the end of the day, the sex workers are the rider. And at the end of the day, the sex workers are the rider. And at the end of the day, the sex workers are the rider. And at the end of the day, the sex workers are the rider. And at the end of the day, the sex workers are the rider. And at the end of the day, the sex workers are the rider. And at the end of the day, the sex workers are the rider. And at the end of the day, the sex workers are the rider. And at the end of the day, the sex workers are the rider. And at the end of the day, the sex workers are the rider. And at the end of the day, the sex workers are the rider. And at the end of the day, the sex workers are the rider. And at the end of the day, the sex workers are the rider. And at the end of the day, the sex workers are the rider. And at the end of the day, the sex workers are the rider. And at the end of the day, the sex workers are the rider. And at the end of the day, the sex workers are the rider. And at the end of the day, the sex workers are the rider Is it consensual if you're promising people a career path and a lifestyle and glitz and glamour, and
he's sweating too. Woof.
You're saying, look, we're all doing it. Come join us. You party with us, then I can get you a record deal. I can get you this. That's what's going on to certain people. You know, everybody isn't being financially compensated, and that's where lies the problem.
You said I could just put it on? How do you do that? Oh, I did a highlight. I don't know. I have to figure that out. I can do that on this phone? Oh, wait. What do you do? Add? No, that's pull. That's shopping. Or you can pin the poll to live stream. I've seen them people do some nifty stuff. I don't know how they do it, what they're doing. Oh, that's the flashlight. Green screen. Oh shit, I don't want no green screen. Anyway, but yeah, though that's what's popping, man. Weird stuff. Weird stuff with the Diddy family. Tomorrow is day 5. Tomorrow's day 5 of the trial. I am excited for that. Tomorrow I'm gonna come on at 11. I might do little hangouts at night. Don't trust no sus. Ooh, look at this guy. The Star Report. Take that. Cassie and Diddy were 2 junkies in a tumultuous relationship. Oh shit. Oh shoot. I mean,
Daddy, I like when he's scrambling and scraping and shit. I like that.
now, can you show the video of Diddy asking Justin where he's been? What video is that? Is that the one that I played on it? No, it's not. Oh no, I know what you're talking about. 10 most disturbing Diddy moments. I do know what you're talking about.
What's one misconception about you?
There are no misconceptions about me.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at moments involving Sean P. Diddy Combs that feel disturbing in the wake of his 2024 arrest and indictment, among other things.
You know, so if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
I think I know what you meant. I think next time I'll try streaming on the Streamlabs app on the phone. Because on the Streamlabs app, I think you can split screen and do all kinds of stuff. I don't know. I have to mess around with it.
Gotta keep them there. Right. You need locks on the doors.
Wait, what did you say about locks on the door?
Arrest and indictment, among other things.
You know, so if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
Gotta keep them there. Right. You need locks on the doors.
What the hell?
This is sounding kind of dangerous now.
Diddy parties. Over the years,
Ooh, LeBron, yeah.
numerous celebrities have praised Diddy parties, from LeBron James to Ben Stiller in the Bad Boys for Life music video.
Listen, bro. You have one of your crazy house party things? Shout me a holler down.
In a 2005 VMAs ad, Derek Jeter, Nicole Richie, the Yin Yang Twins, and Fat Joe reflected on their experiences at Diddy parties.
I've never seen this before. They really had an Air Diddy? No. There was an Air Diddy? I gotta screenshot this. Can we have to take a screenshot? There was an Air Diddy? Is there still Air Diddy? Damn, that's just black and white. This has been going on forever.
Portraying them as can't-miss events. Given the recent experiences at Diddy parties, portraying them as can't-miss events. Given the recent descriptions of Combs' alleged freak-off parties, these celebrity testimonies come across as insensitive in retrospect.
It's hard to say which is more off the hook. A Diddy party or a Diddy after party. Or a Diddy after party, which is basically a pre-party for the next Diddy party.
Combs' accounts of his parties have not aged well either. In a resurfaced video, Combs films a seemingly passed-out DJ named James as another guest places a drink on his head. Whether joking or not, Combs claimed that he puts white guys to sleep at his parties has taken on a more alarming meaning.
I forgot about that.
Don't know what happens to the white man when he comes to a P. Diddy party. This is what happens to the white man.
Okay, what happens?
It's so unfortunate.
Usher sees, quote, very curious things. Usher lived with Combs for about a year during his early teens.
And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year. That's the crazy thing. Now, that was Ellie Reed's idea, right?
In a 2016 appearance on The Howard Stern Show, Usher recounted his time in New York with Combs. Usher recalled several names like Biggie Smalls and Lil' Kim dropping by as parties raged into the early morning.
I went there to see the lifestyle, right? And I saw it. But I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
While Usher claims he stayed up later than Combs and his crew, he wasn't sure if he could, quote, indulge in some of the activities taking place. Although Usher didn't entirely understand everything going on, Combs' lifestyle was clearly, quote, wild, quote, crazy, and, quote, curious. When asked if he would ever send his kids to, quote, puffy camp, Usher gave a firm no.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to puppy camp?
Hell no.
Usher said this with a laugh, but the allegations that have come out since have piqued our curiosity. Get him to the Greek. As funny as this 2010 comedy was upon release, it's hard to rewatch without thinking about how problematic several cast members have become.
Better apologise, because now we can start to rebuild.
In 2023, two women, one being his ex-girlfriend, accused Jonah Hill of abusive behavior. The same year, Russell Brand's history of sexual assault accusations caught up to him. Then there's Combs, who played hot-headed record producer Sergio Roma.
Oh, y'all think this meeting is for me? No, this meeting is not for me. It's for y'all. See, I'm gonna be all right. I'm straight. I got villas in Brazil, Tahiti, East Hampton, West Hampton. Sergio won't be fine.
While the character was likely intended as a self-aware send-up of Combs' bombastic persona, it might have hit closer to home than the filmmakers realized. In one notable scene, a whacked-out Sergio goes on a rampage, chasing Hill and Brand's characters down a hallway.
Where you going? All the way back down.
Nowadays, when we think of Combs running down the hallway, the infamous video involving Cassie Ventura immediately comes to mind. Quote, I'm a savage. Combs' YouTube channel posted multiple videos building hype for the 2017 documentary Can't Stop, Won't Stop.
You want to hit him with that pure,
Can't stop.
uncut, 1,000%
Can't stop. Can't stop.
If
Won't
that
stop.
title has taken on an uncomfortable sentiment, the same can be said about the aforementioned videos. In one, Combs talks about how important winning is to him, which has likely never been more true than now.
I want to win over and over and over.
In another clip, Combs sits in his office making a deal with MTV
I remember that.
phone. Combs is so excited about the outcome that he starts messing up his desk, proclaiming that he's a, quote, savage who gets whatever he wants and can't be kept down.
Savage! Oh, savage!
Taking a breather, Combs proceeds to ask what's next, although we're not sure he wants the answer. Jennifer Lopez's mom. After appearing in the Been Around the World music video, Jennifer Lopez dated Combs from 1999 to 2001. In a later interview with Wendy Williams, the talk show host floated the idea of Lopez and Combs getting back together. Before Lopez could answer, she pointed to her mother, Guadalupe Rodriguez, in the audience. The horrified expression on Rodriguez's face said everything, as did a dismissive hand motion.
Oh, that mama said hell no. What she say?
As did a dismissive hand motion.
Oh shit. Mama's like hell nah. Diddy? Muchacha, tú eres loca. You crazy? Not going back to that motherfucker. Hell no. Okay, Ashton Kutcher.
Although he has somewhat distanced himself from Combs as of late, Ashton Kutcher was once proud to call the rapper his friend.
Diddy party stories are our favorite genre of anecdote.
Oh, really?
One, yeah.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell.
During his 2000...
Ooh, he said he got a lot I can't tell, man. We used to pass out, wake up, our booties out and stuff, man. Pass out drugs everywhere, man. We was just boys having fun.
19 interview on Hot Ones, Kutcher was asked if he had any Diddy party stories to share. Kutcher had plenty, but he struggled to think of one that he could tell.
Can't tell that one either. I'm like actually cycling through them.
With a smile, the actor shifted the subject away from the parties. Instead,
Damn, what's he was doing at them parties, Ashton? Oh.
talking about how he first met Combs and a memorable run the two shared. While Kutcher avoided discussing any parties, there has been speculation that he could be called to testify at Combs' trial.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Which would put him in a much hotter seat. In any case, Kutcher's comment that Combs, quote, can't lose, plays differently now.
Well, he just can't lose.
That would be interesting. I don't know if they'll call him or not. Will he testify? The thing is, if he testifies and pleads the fifth, then he'll be looked at as protecting a alleged trafficker. and in support of Diddy and not in support of Cassie. But if he starts talking and singing, then he's going to be looked as a snitch. And is he willing to? And then he's going to have to face cross-examination. And what was you doing at them parties? And what was you taking? And what was you swinging? And what was you doing with them escorts? I don't know. It's a tough position.
Even when he's that close to humility, that like it becomes a driver, and so then he went out and ran the New York Marathon.
The world is filled with.
Damn, the new lawsuit on Diddy, Tootsie size, roll size. No wonder he's done all this chaos allegedly. They say he's Tootsie roll size. I saw. Is that for real? Because I saw that 50 Cent was trolling. I didn't know what the Tootsie Roll thing was about though. Let's see, 50 Cent. Yeah. 50 Cent. Let's see here. $34 million. Oh, Lord. He posted something about Tootsie Roll here. Tootsie Roll. This is for real? This is not real. I thought this shit was a joke. Tootsie Roll. Tootsie Roll. To the left. To the left. To the right. To the right. To the front. To the front. To the back. To the back. Now slide, baby. Slide. That's what we call that's why he's in the corner masturbating. Oh my God. No. No. Another lawsuit? Defendant Combs released plaintiff Jane Doe's neck and then held her arm down while using his other hand to swiftly unbuckle his belt and pants before pulling out his erect bearskin penis, which appeared to be the length and girth of a large Tootsie Roll. Oh, they fucking tried this guy. Okay, we got to do Tootsie Roll. Yeah, we need a Tootsie Roll and no Diddy emoji. I want to work on that for tomorrow. The Punisher. They can't. Somebody thinks they found the Punisher. Plaintiff recalls feeling relieved when she saw defendant Combs' penis because she knew it wouldn't hurt as much when he raped her. This is real? Bro. Due to the lack of length and girth, she thought his penis was itty bitty Diddy. Bro, this is for real. I can't believe this shit. No, the Tootsie Roll, that was a joke, right? Somebody put that on there, or that was a part of the document? That was on the files I submitted to the courts? Bro. This is crazy. Wow. Part of the document. That's insane. So whose lawsuit is this? Oh my gosh. Oh, well, it says Jane Doe, but also we don't know. Yeah. Damn. This is crazy, dude. This is insane. Now the cuck stuff makes a whole lot of sense. Itty bitty Diddy. Wow. I don't know. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe, yeah. I mean, he's so rich, though, he can get a fake thing, though, right? He can get, there's guys that get like a fake penis or like a pump, an internal pump and stuff. They like pump themselves up. You know, you can pump it up. You know, they got pills. I think they can add size to it or something. They got all kinds of surgery. I mean, I don't know how safe it is. It's risky. I don't know if you want to risk hurt, you know. Damn, bro. That is wild. This low-key explains it all. Somebody take 50's phone expeditiously. Wow. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. What a mess. I saw this, but I didn't understand it. I just thought it was a troll because 50's trolling all the time. Oh.
Uncomfortable lyrics. Combing through Diddy's discography, some of his music sounds almost prognostic.
Yo, the sun don't shine
Forever, but as long as it's here, we might as well shine together. Better now than never.
Music video for 1998's Victory, in which the artist runs away from the authorities.
Wow.
Of all the songs he collaborated on, 1997's The World Is Filled may be the most unnerving to revisit. Throughout his verse, Combs sings about how it's a, quote, privilege for women to be with him, although the lyrics paint a much more troubling portrait.
Won't you admit it? I ain't gotta talk because I live it. Any chick with me, believe me, that's a privilege.
The line, quote, never give up freedom, feels especially ironic and creepy.
Wow.
This isn't just because Combs has been arrested, but considering that the charges against him include sex trafficking, there's more than one way to interpret the word freedom here.
We say them like we hate them, treat them like we don't need them, treat them like we need them, and never give them freedom.
Donald Trump's, quote, good friend. The year was 2012. Combs was making a cameo on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, while a future commander-in-chief was endorsing the rapper on Celebrity Apprentice 5.
Working for Diddy.
Absolutely.
I love Diddy.
When Aubrey O'Day brought up Combs, Donald Trump was quick to champion him. As Trump called Combs a, quote, good friend, O'Day wasn't willing to comment on whether she thought he was a, quote, good guy.
Is he a good guy?
I don't want to answer that.
Oh, wow.
Damn. Is he a good guy? If he's a good friend, you should know if he's a good guy, but I guess he was just asking. She's like, I don't want to answer that shit. She didn't even want to say it. Not even just to say it, just to kind of move past it. She's just like, I'm not going to even answer or say that.
I think he's a good guy. I'm going to stick up for him.
Our
Oh,
perceptions of Trump and Combs have drastically changed since this episode aired. Combs has reciprocated Trump's friendship in the past, although in an interview with Jimmy Kimmel, the singer said he wouldn't want to run for president like him.
I don't know if I could be responsible for the whole country.
Kimmel thought Combs would be a better leader than Trump, but the host just might be reconsidering that statement.
Damn. Yeah.
His All That appearance.
He thought Combs would be a better leader. Oh,
The
God.
docuseries Quiet on Set shined a spotlight on the dark side of several Nickelodeon shows, such as All That.
I was so excited, but I had no idea what kind of wild ride I was getting into.
In 2002, Combs appeared in the sketch comedy's now infamous Little Fetus episode. Combs is present.
Little Fetus. What kind of weird shit is that? That's the name of a show? A kid's show?
Has only added to the notoriety. The episode contains a few moments that aged like milk, including young girls cheering for Combs and the singer's giant head looking through a young boy's window.
Oh, man. Wow. This is some weird shit. Okay.
Hey, stop screaming. Hey, it's a TV.
In the cringiest scene, Jack DeSena and Brian Hearn try to wake up Shane Lyons. They turn to Diddy, who gives them a toy helicopter and tells him to shove it down Shane's pants. When that doesn't work, Combs hands them the remote control, and the boys turn the helicopter on, awakening Shane to a world of pain.
How are you?
What the hell?
You know, for kids. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel.
That's crazy. What else did I have? Oh, we saw this. Justin Bieber 48 hours. Is this? Oh, here's the one that you were asking for, Christina, if you're still here. This part here.
Reunited in another video where Combs mentions they haven't seen each other in a while. This prompts Bieber to give him a fake number.
Okay. Yeah.
555.
Yes. Okay.
5555.
Okay. You heard that?
What Diddy moments do you look at differently? Let us know in the comments.
Oh, but they didn't even show it though. The part's actually longer because I've watched the original one. I've watched that scene before. It's longer. He's like, "Where you been? Why haven't you called me, man? Like, what's going on with you, man?" It looked like a little awkward. I couldn't tell if it was part of the act or what was going on. I was like, "Yeah, man, where you been, man? How come you don't contact me no more, man? What's up with you? Right, where you been, man? I miss you," or some shit like that. That's what it came off at. There was this other weird situation too, where he was like, they think Diddy was checking him, seeing if he was wired or something.
Diddy doing this to Justin Bieber. Many people were saying it almost looked like he was checking
For a wire.
Wired up. Then this is where PDD goes to say something to him secretly, and many people were saying Justin wanted to leave as he walked past into his car after that conversation. Let me know your thoughts on
It's crazy. It's crazy. All the crazy shit that they've talked about over the years, the parties and stuff, it really happens.
Oh, we gotta talk about the Diddy trial. Listen, there is so much misinformation going
That's Tisa Tells what she did it live.
It's ridiculous.
All right, man. I guess that's it for tonight. I guess that's it for tonight. Um, at least with this topic. I don't know where our friend is, our bug friend. I don't have my glasses on either. I guess that's it for tonight. Tomorrow will be on. We will be on the Diddy stuff, the topics, the cross examination. I didn't like that they were rushing. I gotta see what's the poll at too. The poll, will Diddy take the stand? No. 67% said no. 33% said yes. How wild would it be? I think if Diddy takes a stand, maybe I have to stream all day. We have to cover that in the moment, maybe. Where's our bug friend? Is he looking at me and I don't see him? That thing hides well, camouflages well. Where is he? You hiding somewhere? Yeah. I heard him earlier. I'm buzzing around. There's like it's called a katydid. There's a katydid in this tank. It's like a little it's like a grasshopper looking creature. But he camouflages so you can't even see him. Barely see him. Da, 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 da. I don't know. I guess I'll have to look for him later. So, yeah, the shrimp are doing good. There's some bladder snails. I gotta be careful. Make sure they don't grow too much. I gotta clear out the duckweeds I was talking about. They grow really fast. They're already growing. I'm gonna have to scoop out the duckweed. The only thing is when I'm scooping out the duckweed, I have to be careful to scoop. I don't want to scoop the. Sometimes there's shrimp hanging on it, so you gotta I have to really watch and be careful. And there's a baby banana plant. I gotta plant it. I'm gonna have to get my hands dirty and plant it in the water. No grasshopper allowed. It makes noise at night. It's kind of creepy. The grasshopper is a little creepy. The katydid, its eyes are red. It's like shiny red eyes. Looks like a demon or some shit. I think I'm gonna water the plants tonight. Tend to the garden a little bit. I need to do some trimming. Damn, this thing is not looking like it's not doing good. This thing is it had a lot of flowers, but it looks like they're falling down. I'm gonna have to trim all this thorny stuff, trim it off, water it. What's all that white stuff on there? What is that? There's something in there. What's going on with that? What is that? Where did that come from? I'm gonna have to trim this up, make it pretty, get rid of all the stuff, and so it can grow properly. Did you rename any of the plants? No. No, I haven't. I got rid of the. I'm sorry. I got rid of the chaos. I don't know if chaos is still here. I got rid of the chaos because it just died. It had all those little white bug things on there, and those white bug things just kept wanting to spread. Oh, you got The Last of Us? Well, you've been watching the episode? Got The Last of... Oh, you said I got The Last of Us here going on. Delana, thanks. I know. I got rid of it, man. I gotta get rid of... I really want to work on the balcony. I'm gonna give my mother the water pump because the water pump thing keeps getting clogged. Leaves keep falling in there. It's become like this whole maintenance thing of like having to unclog it, rinse it out, wash it. I don't know, man. But I want to like revamp the balcony and get rid of some stuff and pay a little closer attention to the plants that are doing well. Get some First Saturday Lime. What's that? It helps so much to keep the bugs off the plants. Okay. It's super safe for people and animals. Z Solo. You missed the live. I guess I'm gonna get off. I think too. I'm really liking the recap streams. Kind of. I don't know. Even though it's less views, it's probably less views, less money. I think. But if I come on at 8:30 and I'm sitting all day, even though I know people like hanging out all day, it just kind of like restricts me, and then I'm tired. By the time I'm like in the afternoon, 3 o'clock or whatever, I'm like tired. I'm over it. I'm like not as focused. I feel like when I jump on 2 hours later, 3 hours later, and I just, you know, it's I'm in a better mood. I have more energy. I'm able to go do things around the house. I'm able to cover other topics. Covered a couple other topics. I even came on tonight. I feel really good, energy. But when I'm sitting there all day, it's just I don't know what it is, you know. Today I went and got the haircut. I went and picked up my clothes from the dry cleaners. I did something else this morning. There was something else I did, but I was able to do a lot this morning before I even jumped on stream. And Maddie, I took her to school. You know, this running back and forth and stuff. So I know there's gonna be a chase as soon as I get off. Oh, the bamboo food came in too. I got to feed the bamboo plants because I've been giving them water, but I've been giving them water, but they really need like this. There's this green stuff that you put in there. Well, kind of less. I'm still around. I'm posting way more than I did before because I was looking at my analytics. It says your posting more has increased your views, which makes sense, you know. But the views have gone up and subscriber count has gone up, and I've just been more active, and I've done a lot of stuff in the background to make streaming a little bit easier, so I'm able to just jump on quicker. Kind of like the bug. His name is Bernard, apparently. Bernard. 305 said, "Tell me you have ADHD without telling me you have ADHD." The bug's name is Bernard. I don't know where he's at. I'm afraid he's gonna like jump out at me. But there's so many hiding spots within these leaves that he could be anywhere. Oh, I found him. I found him. Hold on. Where's the flashlight? I found him. I found him. Wait, hold on. It's just okay. There's his whiskers. So let me see. I don't know if I can zoom it in for you guys. He's right there. Damn. There he is. There he is. Not the best picture because it keeps like unfocusing, refocusing because there's leaves. There it is. Right there. Focus. Right there. That's a little diddler. It keeps focusing on the plants that are close, and it's not focusing on him. Let me try to move some of these plants out of the way. There. That shit, he's green, so he like blends right in. You see his legs there. His little reddish eyes. The reason I believe it's a katydid too is because he has really long antennas. His antennas is almost bigger than his body. That's the spot he likes. And he's kind of blended in green. His back is a little like, I don't know, purple something, purple, brownish. But he's chilling. His whiskers. Red base, I'm about to get off. I've been on for an hour and 13 minutes. It was a crazy live. Yo, the Tootsie Roll. We need, tomorrow, we need a Tootsie Roll emoji. Tootsie Roll emoji and no Diddy. Tootsie Roll, no Diddy. All right, guys, have a good night. Love you. Bye. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Bye. Bye. Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.